Three, two, one. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to talk about an altcoin that I've issued a couple buy alerts for in our private member community. It's up about 15 to 20% since those buy alerts in just about the last week. It's a Metaverse crypto. This is a coin that I'm very bullish on. I think if you are bullish on the Metaverse, this project in particular gives you exposure to so many different projects that it's really a no-brainer, in my opinion. You could ask anyone in our private member community. This is a coin I've talked about on the channel multiple times, in the group multiple times, and so I wanted to do a quick update on it because they've had some big announcements come out. So the first thing is, if you guys are new here, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's jump right in. So the coin I wanted to talk about today is called MetaVPad. MetaVPad symbol is MetaV, M-E-T-A-V. You can buy it on PancakeSwap, a couple of other places which are listed on their website. But the big deal here is the other day, they just had their IDO. It was one of the biggest, most successful IDOs, really, in the last 6 months that I have seen. They had over $50 million first day in trading volume. $50 million in the very first day of trading volume. They already have 30,000 holders in like 48 hours. They have had so many people join the community and be a part of this in just the short period of time they've launched. The other thing that is so surprising about this project, in my opinion, is they already have 172,000 followers on Twitter. And these aren't like bots or anything, because a lot of time people buy followers on Twitter or on Instagram or whatever, but these are definitely not bots, because when you look at every single one of their posts, they have such great engagement, like 400 likes, 162 retweets, 100 comments. You can see on like all these posts, 1.3 thousand likes, 635 retweets. You can see every single post has great engagement. So this is a project that just launched, has still a pretty low market cap, and has been growing very, very rapidly in the short period of time that it has launched. And that is while the market has not been doing so great. So imagine if the market was doing better, how big this project would have like exploded day one. It still did extremely well, but imagine the market was down and they still did $50 million in trading volume day one. So the reason I want to talk about this project today is I want to give you guys, if you didn't see the other video on it, a little bit of background about it and some other big announcements. So the first is that MetaVPad is a launch pad. Think of like BSC pad or one of the other launch pads out there. And the way it works is they have a couple of different programs, incubator programs, and they help bring all of these new Metaverse projects to market. So you know how all of these people always talk about getting involved in crypto projects early. How can you spot projects early? Well, owning MetaV or owning other launchpad tokens gives you access to projects before they really go public. For example, let's say you buy MetaV. By simply owning MetaV tokens, holding them, first of all, you could stake them, earn more, but the benefits of owning them is that any projects that launch on MetaVPad's launchpad, well, then you can get early access to these. And in my opinion, since they're focusing on Metaverse cryptos and their whole focus is on the future of the Metaverse, well, in my opinion, I think this is going to be a massive, massive opportunity to get into these tokens now while they're early. I bought about $20,000 the other day of it. You guys saw all of that in the last video, which I'll link down below. But by simply owning MetaV, you can get exposure to any projects that they launch on their launchpad. Like there's other launchpads out there. Like I said, BSC pad and a number of other ones. Like BSC pad's the one that I mainly talk about, but there's like BSC pad, Tron pad, a bunch of other launch pads. But the benefit to this one is that they are simply focused not on anything but Metaverse cryptos. And recently there's been a number of articles that have come out. Like Cathie came out and said how she thinks the Metaverse is going to be a multi-trillion-dollar industry a couple years from now. She talks about how Facebook changing their name to Meta, diving deeper into the Metaverse, is only going to accelerate growth in this space. Right now, the market cap for all Metaverse cryptos is only around $70 billion, so there is so much upside here from that. We've also seen that Grayscale has come out and said that they think the Metaverse is a $1 trillion opportunity. Easily is going to 10, 15x from where it currently is. They wrote a whole report on it, like 40, 50 page report on it, which I've talked about in previous videos. But the bottom line is this space is so filled with opportunities right now. And the best way to take advantage of these opportunities is to get in early by investing in these sort of launch pads like MetaV. Because like you can invest in any metaverse cryptos you want. Like I own Sandbox, Decentraland, Axie Infinity. I own a bunch of smaller ones like MetaHero. I own a bunch of them. But the thing is getting in on them early is key. And a lot of the times you don't figure out about them until they've already 5-10x from their original prices. So getting part of this launch pad with MetaV gives you early access to a lot of these projects. Next thing I want to go over is a little bit with what has been going on with their numbers as of recently. So we already talked about how they have 30,000 holders in 48 hours. We've already talked about how they had $50 million in trading volume day one, how they've absolutely killed it even when the market wasn't doing well. But the one thing we didn't talk about is what's coming up with staking and also what has been going on with like their rankings. So what I mean by that is first we'll talk about the rankings. What we see is that they were trending on a number of marketplaces day one. You could see that they were top trending on December 10th, the day they launched, when they had over $77 million market cap day one. Day one, they had a basically $100 million market cap at all-time high, even when the market was down. They were trending on all of these marketplaces, and this is just unheard of for a brand new project. The second thing is with staking. Staking is going to be coming very soon for MetaVPad. What this means is that by simply holding MetaV, you get access to all of these new projects they're finding, and you can invest in them early. But not only that, by simply staking your MetaV, you can also generate rewards. Like rewards in terms of additional MetaV tokens will be sent to your wallet, just like many other cryptos out there. But like I own a lot of launch pads. This one has become one of my new favorite ones simply because it's Metaverse focused. It's already up 15% from where we issued the buy alert in our private member community. And I think it has so much potential with simply focusing on the metaverse. Last thing is I want to dive a little bit into a couple of their features. So we've talked about how they have these incubator programs that are going to help bring different metaverse projects public. They're going to help launch them on their launchpad. But the way that their tokenomics work, the way that the actual project works, is that, like I said, they find metaverse cryptos, metaverse companies, help bring them public via their launchpad. But one of the main things about MetaV's token is that every single, like they explain, the main deflationary mechanisms of MetaVPad include a 10% fee on all token sales, sell orders, and early unstaking fees up to 25%. So basically, anytime someone sells MetaV, there's a 10% fee for doing that. It incentivizes people to actually save their MetaV, hold it long term. And what this does is that 7.5% of all the fees are going to be rewarded to people who stake MetaV, and 2.5% will be burned forever. So not only does it incentivize people to hold it, but if people decide to sell, it's going to act as a deflationary mechanism, causing some to be burned and some to be paid out to people who actually stake it. So, in my opinion, this is just helping their bottom line, helping keep people part of the ecosystem, help keep people wanting to invest into different metaverse cryptos. And everyone always talks about all these new projects, and you know what? A lot of them, honestly, are higher risk. But with MetaVPad, the reason I don't see it as being that high of a risk compared to other projects we've talked about on the channel is because even though it has a fairly low market cap right now, it's trading around right around 40 cents per coin, come up just in the video while we've been making this, around a $70 million market cap. But the reason why I don't think it's, in my opinion, as high of a risk as other projects is because it's a launch pad focused on metaverse cryptos. And I know we keep saying this, but metaverse cryptocurrencies are going to be massive. That entire industry, we don't know which one is going to win. We don't know. Is Sandbox going to be here 5 years from now? Maybe, maybe not. Is Decentraland going to be here 10 years from now? Probably not. Like, these games come and go. But what we do know is that Metaverse, that entire concept, is going to be around. So investing in a launch pad that helps bring Metaverse cryptos public, in my opinion, is the best way to stay diversified in the Metaverse crypto space, not put all your eggs in one basket, because you don't know which game is going to win. But by investing in these different launch pads, you can then get access to all these other projects early. You can make profits quickly and always always, sell, take some profits, invest it back into MetaVPad or into any other crypto. But, MetaVPad allows you to get access to these crypto projects in the metaverse early. So anyways, that's what's going on. I bought this coin at 35 cents per coin. You guys saw that in the last video. I did it live in the video. I issued a buy alert in our private member community, but that's what's really going on. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know your thoughts on this project. Do you think the metaverse, cryptocurrencies in general, that entire sector is going to do well? Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya.